Blox update release date. When I usually make a video about the update, and I have made a ton of videos about it, I usually just say, oh, it's going to release in X date or in X month and in X time. But it's a little bit more complicated than that with the Blox situation, since we don't really know anything about these developers and they can be quite unpredictable, dare I say. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to take a look at each and every single month that's remaining in 2024 and maybe predict or rank its and when it's most likely for the update to release. So for example, we have April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So without further ado, let's get this video started. Just so you guys know that I'm not a scammer like some other YouTubers out there, I did mention a couple of videos ago or last month that we are going to have a competition where the most active person on Discord and YouTube, it's only going to be one person, but the most active person on both of these platforms will be able to win a permanent light flute. So the winner is Nuggy, and I actually gave him Darkblade. Editor, insert the clip right here. So the most active commenter of last month will be getting his Darkblade now. So basically I'll just gift it to myself, then I'll trade it with him so that you guys can see that I actually do these giveaways and that I don't scam anybody. Okay, let me just show it to you guys right here. There we go, Darkblade. I accept it really easily. I'm not even gonna ask for anything else in return. Let me just take a screenshot of that real quickly. And there you go. That's it, guys. Thank you for being active. Thank you. And yes, by the way, we also do have a new editor right now, and he's gonna be on our Discord. And thank you and shout out to this editor. And also, we are going to be doing a giveaway, permanent food giveaway at 85,000 subscribers. And also, don't forget to check out my other channel where we're covering other content such as King Legacy. So yeah, let's get this video started. Okay, so first, let's actually go take a look at the month of April. How many more or how high is the percentage or likelihood for this update to release in April? And I'm going to say it to you guys right now, it's pretty much 0%. Today is April 29, maybe April 28 for some people, and I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that it's probably not going to be releasing in this month anymore. However, there's still some possibility that maybe we could get a sneak peek to end this month off, or maybe even just a trailer. Now let's move on to the next month, which is going to be the month of May. How likely is this update going to be releasing in the month of May? So we actually have this thing right here on RipInJust's Twitter, and it basically says in March 17, the King's Roar, expect more news soon, the update is near, which is actually a big lie. This is probably the biggest lie I've ever said, because they said expect more news soon, but it's been almost 1 month or even 2 months now, and they still haven't given us any news about the update. They did give us a lot of sneak peeks for March, but they didn't even give us a single sneak peek for April. Man, they must hate April a lot, because they definitely didn't give April almost any sneaks. This is the only sneak official that we got in April. So how likely is it that we are going to get something for May? I'm going to give it a 50% rating because RipInJust did say the update is near. We do have a saying in the channel that when RipInJust says near, it means it's gonna take a year. And it's a meme, but honestly, I think there's a high chance that it's gonna release in May. However, it's only going to be a 50% chance because we all know these Blox developers love taking their sweet time with the update. Now, the next months is going to be June and July, and I'm actually going to rate June and July and maybe even August a little bit low. And the reason why I'm going to do this is because June, July, and August is usually when students get back to classes. So it's not going to be very likely for them to release a massive update on a time where there are more people in classes. So it's very unlikely that it's going to be releasing in June, July, or August, especially if the update didn't release in May. I already said that the ratings for May is 50% chance of it releasing or maybe even higher. But for June, July, and August, it's a little bit lower because there's going to be more people in class. So there's going to be less people playing if they do end up releasing an update, which means the update that they worked so hard for, question mark, will only have a small amount of players. Or not small amount of players, because a small amount of players for Blox is still like 800k. Now let's move on to the big months, the burr months as they so call it. So we have September. For First and foremost, I do believe that if this update doesn't release in May, June, July, August, September does have a high likelihood of it releasing. I would rate September a 70% or maybe even 80% chance of it releasing, especially if it doesn't release in May, because I do believe that it won't take them that long to release this update, because I don't think it's gonna be super big, and I also do think that they probably hired more developers or is working a little bit harder now compared to before. So I think there's a high chance it could release in September. Now for October, Update 20 only took up until October for them to release an update, and they also had smaller updates during February and even during the Easter event. And for this year 2024, we didn't have a February update, we didn't have a January update, and we didn't even have an Easter update. So I do think that if the update doesn't release in September, there's a high chance it's also going to be releasing in October, but I just think that October is going to be a little bit too late. So I'm going to give October a 30% chance. And for November and December, I'm also going to give November a 20% chance, and for December, I'm going to give December a 10 or maybe even just a 5% chance. And the reason for this is very simple. Even though the update is called Update to or Winter Update Part 1,
Gamers! It's the editor here. How are we all doing? Right, so I just thought I'd give my input on one thing. I thought about this because just, well, what you just watched, what you just said is Winter Update Part 1. And that's one thing that I noticed when I was getting like a screenshot of this for the editing. They have changed it to Holiday Update Part 1. And now what could this mean? You might be asking, why am I telling you this? Why did I even bother? Well, the thing is, it says Holiday Update. They like physically went to change it to holiday. That means that, you know, if my huge, massive brain is thinking about this correctly, then the update should release. Holiday Update Part 2. It's only common sense that it would be on a holiday, right? Because it's a holiday update. So I'm thinking like, what, summer holidays, something like that? Because like AB said, you know, if it's while people are out of school, then that is the best time for them to make money, because at the end of the day, everything's all about money, everything's all about players, you know, and all this. That's just, you know, that's how it is with game developers. So yeah, sorry, I will leave it now. Bye.
I just don't think it's gonna take them an entire year to release the Dragon Fruit rework. So at this point, they might just forget the part 2 of the winter update and just completely scrap that, or maybe release a winter update part 2, but it's not gonna be the Dragon Fruit rework update. In my opinion, it's very likely that this update is going to release around September, or if not in September, maybe in May. There's also a chance that it's going to be releasing in June, July, August, but I think the most likely is going to be either in May or in September. Okay, so for example, there is a chance that we might get a trailer during May, or maybe during even June, July, or August, or maybe get big announcements during those times. But I think it's gonna be either May or in September. And the reason for this is actually very simple, because Grip Indra did already say near. So if he means near, and also we have sneaks of the actual Dragon Fruit model, and sneaks of other stuff as well, such as the Divine Trident, and we also even have the Divine Arts completely finished. So I do believe that a lot of the stuff they're working on is already finished, which is why it's very likely for it to release in May. And the reason why I gave May a 50% chance and not a very high ranking is because I don't want people to expect it to release in May, because at the end of the day, even though it feels like it's gonna be, or it should be releasing, these Blox developers do love taking their time, so it could potentially really be September, but I think anything later than September is going to be a little bit unlikely. Anyways, before we continue on with this video, don't forget to check out the sponsor of today's video.
What if there was an app that helped you become a better gamer and gave you free Robux just by playing your favorite games? Let me tell you about KINO. KINO is an amazing app that ranks the best quality Roblox games to help gamers like you level up their skills. Each game is ranked on a 0 to 5 flame scale based on the learning potential in each game. When you play higher ranked games, you earn KINO coins. Earn enough KINO coins and redeem them for real-life Robux. You can even invite your friends and complete interactive missions together for bonus KINO rewards. So what are you waiting for? Download KINO now and start playing to improve your skills and earn Robux. Make sure to use my referral code KM4DJ each when signing up to earn 300 Kinjo coins for free. Once you sign up, share my referral code with your friends so you all get extra Kinjo coins. We will also be doing a permanent fruit giveaway for everyone that uses my referral code when signing up on Kinjo, so don't forget this very important step if you want a free permanent fruit. Download Kinjo now in the pinned comment and description to earn Robux while playing games and having fun.
By the way, before I actually see you guys in the next one, we are going to be starting our own comic series or our own manga. And this is the design for Rip Inja, and this is going to be the design for my character. So I just wanted to make this announcement because we're going to make our own comic. And I'm probably going to have a progression where I'm going to first have the katana as my first sword, and I'm going to get stronger eventually. So most of my fans, or some of my top fans, are probably going to get put in that comic as fodder and as people that I'm going to fight eventually. And this is going to be a project of mine that I'm going to start because at the end of the day, there's not that much content to make and cover. So I'm going to make my own content. Okay, I'm going to make my own content. And hopefully it all goes well. If my artist does, well, we're probably gonna see some of these comics or the first part of it maybe in this week. So yeah, comment down below your ideas for what the start should be and what my name should be and what my fruit should be in the comic that we're gonna be making. Blox Foods only because it's gonna be Blox Foods related. And that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for watching and peace out, everybody.